Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit, I'm muted. There I am. Yo, what's up, guys? Let me see my beautiful chat, Twitch. Yo, what the fuck is up? Yo, what's up, guys? Haruka? Wait. Okay, perfect. Yo, Rusty, sorry. Haru, Rusty, Jordy, what's up? Agroya. Yo, is that the Domo Arigato? Thanks? Wow. Shut the fuck up, Olive. Ken, good evening. B, fake. What's up, guys? Yo, Peanuts, what's good? Nothing much, nothing much. Izeri as well. KJ, how are you guys? Maji. Nadia. Oh, all right, Nadia. Yeah, you're funny. You're cheeky. You one cheeky bitch. I got you. Yo, Ayu, what's up? Hase. What up, guys? How are you? How are you? New Pow, how are you? Lots of you guys today. Jazzy, Jack, Shokens, Jack Shot, how are you guys? Kawasaki as well. Hero, Swimming. There's Scarra as well. I know Frost. All right. Yo, Scar, what are you doing? Yo, you're at work right now. You're in the. Yo, Segi, my husband is here too to save the day. Segi, thank you so much for the raid. Also, let me read some of these donations and stuff real quick. But Segi, my boy, thank you so much for the raid of 33. Where am I? Kawasaki, thank you so much for the host as well as YouTube glitch. Steve, my boy Steve, thank you so much for the 3 months. Holy smokes. Long time. That's like half my span. Ashley, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you and welcome. Oh, the music might be a little loud. Jay with the host, thank you. Chicken, thank you so much for the 2 months. Yo, Chicken says. Segi, with also the 3 months as well. No, wait, what the hell? 3 months in a row, 4 total? How the hell does that work? What's up, baby? I love you, bitch. Love you too. Love you too, motherfucker. Say with the host. Say, we'll get into Say in a little bit. She is the... Wait, I believe Say... Yo, Say, you rigged Scar, right? I believe that's how that works. Yo, Cherry Moy VT. Vtuber, obviously. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome. Corey with the host. Mayo with the 4 months. Tora Abipog. Yeah. Wait. Did it say? Yeah, I'm Papa. Wow. Say, Papa say. Crazy, right? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Holy fat ass raid. Thank you so much to... Wait, is this... Yo, Erica, homie. Thank you so much, homie. Oh, that's the homegirl right there. Erica, thank you so much for the raid again. Yo, love you, homie. Hope your day's doing a little bit better. Maya with the host, thank you so much. Swimming with a gifted sub to Coco the dog. Yo, Swimming. Thank you. Oh, and Pablo with the host as well. Jesus. I hope I didn't miss any. I know OBS doesn't pick up on when they continue gifted subs, so if I missed some shit like that, then I apologize. But thank you guys so much. And I'm Master Omega. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Haruka as well. And I see Shoto in chat. What's up, baby? What's up, babe? How are you? Haru as well. I think I said Haru already. Goodest boy. Just give it a couple minutes. Just let the viewers sink in before we bring in our lovely guest, Scarra, this evening. But how are you guys? How's your day? What time is it for you guys? Because right now it is 7:12. 7:12 for me. West Coast gang, where you at? Okay, have a nice stream. I need to get foods. Yo, have a good rest of your evening, Erica. Take it easy, all right? And let me know how you are tomorrow. Sakuga as well. West Coast, Best Coast. You already know what the fuck going on. Yo, 11:22. What is that? Wait, 11:22? 4 hours ahead? What in the... J Sonic, what's up? EST, nice. Lots, I know, like, hella... I think, like, at least a third of my viewers are EST, which is wild to me. Because they're just all packed over there. Doggint, welcome. Guapo, 1012. Yeah, lots of East Coasters, see what I mean? It's either there's only, like, a handful of West Coasters. I'm not really sure why. Vancouver Canucks are trash. I don't even know. I'm, like, the worst Canadian ever. I don't watch hockey. All right? Maddie, yo, what up, Maddie? Haven't seen you in a while. Umemi as well in chat. And thank you for the new mods, Small Dude and Zeno, who volunteered to help today as well for some extra modding. So thank you. Yo, Domo, Kayol says. Yo, what's up, Kayol? Got Token here as well. Mook, Skewed. Give it another minute, guys. Another minute. We play the whole trailer thing, and then we bring our boy in. Yo, Ray, that's the homegirl too. Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, Swimming, thank you so much for the gift of stuff to Eastern Standard Time. You... Crazy, man. Crazy All right. Thank you so much, Slimmy, for the gifted sub. And I'm Master Mega. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Shoto as well. It's my other hubby. Wait, actually, real quick. I want to get something. I want to see if I can find it. Give me like 20 seconds. Okay, so remember that, Siggy, remember that time you screwed me over? Sorry, I know I want to bring Scarra in for a second, but let me just get this bit over and done with. Siggy, what was that one time you basically divorced me? Do you remember that, Siggy? Do you remember that, Siggy? Because I remember it. Do you remember that shit? So you're basically, I don't know how to put this. We're divorcing. We're divorcing, and Shoto is my new hubby. So there you go. See, now we got my new hubby, Shoto, in the back now. So Segi, fuck you. You thought you could do me dirty like that? Get the fuck out of here. I'm married to my boy Shoto now. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Yo, Riot Control, thank you so much for the 5 bomb. Thank you, Riot Control, for the huge 5 bomb. And Shadow Cloud with the 2 months as well. The Domo Coco Rave emotes. Thank you. Segi, it's gotta be like this. I'm so sorry, man. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. I lied to you. Anyways, I don't want to stall anymore because I want to bring our boy Scarra in. So let's do this shit. As per usual, we play the trailer, and then we bring our boy Scarra on. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna stall anymore. Last thing, let me see it. Actually, yo, let me see a combination of Coco Happies in chat and some Scarra kills in chat. I don't usually mix it up, but if you guys have some Scarra subs, let me see that shit. Let's spice it up a little bit today. Ah, yes, the Coco Happies. It's the only thing that keeps me alive, honestly. That's the only thing I look forward to throughout the week. Is to see these Coco emotes spammed. Oh, I love it. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Perfect. So, I will not stall any longer. I'm going to mute the music. We're going to play this motherfucking trailer. And I will see you guys on... Oh. Wait. Yes, I will see you guys on the other side.
Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, I already messed it up. For real this time. That's not really... Oh, I know what you guys all came for. Not again. I can't fucking see. Nani? What? Huh? I'm actually fucked.
And without further ado, here's our boy, Scarra. Scarra, how are you?
Oh God, hey, what's up, guys?
There he is. Yo, Sarah, can you give us a big hello for us?
Hello? How I don't know how to give a big hello. Hello?
No, that's perfect, honestly.
Hello?
There he is. There's our boy. I totally forgot to change the background from the Hazard one from a week ago. But oh well. Yo, guys, thank you so much for the level 5 hype train. Thank you very much. And everybody, say hi to Scarra. Don't be rude now, guys. Don't be rude. Say hello to Scarra. Scarra, how are you? How's your day?
I woke up at 5:30 today, and I had to be prepared at 6:30. So my day's been off to a very quick start.
Yeah. So let's No, you know what? I'm actually going to address it later. So you just woke up like an hour ago. Yo, Panda, Thank you so much for the 5 months. So you just woke up at 5 like an hour ago. What have you been up to for this past hour-ish?
Oh, eating food, taking a shower, getting ready, run of show with you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. An hour is not that much time when you got to do like your entire early morning routine.
Wait, wait, you say breakfast, but it was basically dinner. What do you eat?
Oh, I don't. I got some chicken breasts. Ate some chicken breasts. And then ran up here.
Yo, nice. My man's getting some gains with the chicken breast. Okay. All right. I respect that. What are you usually doing around this time if you're not being interviewed? What goes on in your life?
Okay, I'm a loser, so I just stream.
Yo, I feel that.
Yeah, there's no quarantine, or there's a quarantine, so there's nothing else I can do. So I just stream.
Yo, fair enough. That's pretty much, yo, I asked this to everybody and they basically say the same thing. It's like, Domo, we can't do anything, you dumbass. We just stream. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true.
True.
So, yeah, true. Well, okay, that aside. Your random question. Are you looking forward to anything in the future before we get started here?
Well, isn't that a question you ask at the very end of the interview? Is this your first time?
Yeah. Oh, whoa, relax. I'm just trying to spin it up a little bit. You don't have to be on my ass about it.
Okay.
Yo, why don't you do the interview then, man?
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, my apologies.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Yo, imagine saying that to the interviewer. Yo, is it your first time being interviewed? Are you new to this? Jesus.
Yeah, you know, this might be like my 100th and like 50th interview.
Yo, actually,
you know when you stop counting after 100? Yeah, I'm at that point. I have no idea when it is.
Okay, let's talk about that for a bit. You said over 100 interviews. So in what context are you doing more than 100 interviews? What the fuck?
Okay, so when I was like, I used to be a professional League of Legends player. I know that doesn't look like it now when I play League, but back 10 years ago in the Cretaceous period, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I used to be a professional League of Legends player. And back then, you didn't get paid, not like anything. And like, I like to talk to people about stuff, so I took like every interview ever. It was like if your mom and pop like fucking newspaper company was like, "Can I interview you? This is for my like Sunday paper. Only 6 people are gonna see this. Honestly, it's gonna be my six family members." I'll be like, "Yeah, dude, I'll do that interview." And nowadays, I'm like super like jaded. I'm like, interview? Hell no.
Damn. But
what's in it for me? $6,000? I'll consider it.
Yeah, dude, guys, I had to pay him $6K USD for this interview. So you guys better fucking like this shit, man. You guys better fucking. I'm broke now. You guys happy? Jesus. It's okay, man. It was worth it to bring you on, Scarra. It was totally worth it.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that. My time is worth money.
Look at that, man. You just squeezed me dry. I hate this place. All right. Well, before we get into any more of you, can we get a quick self-introduction from you, Scarra?
Okay. Well, my name's William Lee, otherwise known as Scarra. I've been streaming for like 15 or 12 years plus. I started streaming on Xfire way back when there's a viewer cap of 50 people, and I used to be I played WoW PvP, and I would hit the viewer cap because I was pretty good at Warlock back in Burning Crusade vanilla-ish.
Yeah.
From then I went up to Twitch, or I went to Justin.tv and then Twitch, streamed there for 10 years. During that intermission, I was a professional League of Legends player. I was a interviewer. I wasn't for like the Score Esports. I was a coach for a LCS team. I've honestly done everything. Recently I've made offline TV with like, a couple people, and we're still around, despite my best efforts, we're still alive. And I just stream every day, give or take. I every year I say I'm gonna stream less. I look at my year-end review. I'm like, 3,000 hours this year too, huh? So I don't know if I'm doing a good job at it.
Yo, you say that you've done everything, but you ever try pole dancing?
I haven't. So
that might be the new thing, yo, Scar, the pole dancer. Yo, fuck this VTubing shit, honestly.
I will admit, one of those two professions seems like it's less of a money sink. When I started VTubing, I was like, how? I said this word. How expensive could it be? And I was very quickly enlightened. I was like, oh, how much is that? Okay, cool. What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, interesting. You want that much? Okay, yeah, no, yeah. I remember telling them, I'm like, money is no issue. And at some point I was like, well, I can't say that's an issue now. That's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fake ass bitch.
Yeah. You don't wanna go back on
money's
that.
still no issue, and I feel like they took that like seriously. They're like, oh, no issue. Okay, yeah, we'll bring in the elephant dancers and like we'll hire some people from like across the coast. We're just gonna like bump the number up a little bit.
Yeah.
And like at some point, I'm like, oh shit, like it's fucking expensive. And like I am already like financially in a good spot. So when I say stuff is expensive, I'm just like, how do all these VTubers afford their stuff? Because and then I realized I know how they do it. Every single VTuber is an artist except me. Every single one. I go through their streams. There's always a part of their stream where they're like, guys, it's time to draw. Let's just go bring out our iPad over here and let's go draw on Procreate. By the way, I love iPads and Procreate. And then they start drawing, and I'm just like, wait, all of these are fucking great artists. I fucking skipped a step somewhere.
Yeah. That's where you got screwed, man. You forgot to be an artist. That was the one thing you forgot to do. Is just become an artist.
No, it's actually like hilarious. I'm like, there's like, if I just throw up like a board and how many VTubers can and can't draw, I feel like can draw is the vast majority, and the can't drawers are like losers. And I feel like I'm part of the loser squad.
Yo, that's actually like super. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're a loser, but that's like, that's how they get you, yo. All VTubers are just artists and they draw their own models. So
maybe not their own models, but their art style, like everyone is like a really great artist. Like I'm just like, what the like even if they don't draw their own stuff, I'm like, wait, their art is great. That person's art is great too. Oh, and that person's art is great. I get a little jealous. I'm a big art aficionado. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, no, you
like art.
You nailed it. Yeah, I mean, why do you think I'm not a VTuber now? You think it's by choice, man? That shit's expensive as fuck. I don't have that money.
It's true.
I don't know how the rest of you VTubers in chat right now are fucking, how you paid for your shit, because it costs an arm and a leg and your firstborn.
It's probably, I swear to God, it's just favors. So like when they talk to people and they talk up people, it's like, oh yeah, my mom or my dad is like say or whatever. I hear that, I just think to myself, it costs them an arm and a leg too. It's like the mafia, and trust me, I know a little bit about mafias. I think it's just like a mafia scheme where like the head honcho at the very top is like I don't know, like Iron Vertex or something, and you got like people at the fucking bottom, being like, oh yeah, we can give you this model, but you're gonna have to owe us a favor in the future.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, that's true. That like the first two newborns in the future, like y'all not having kids. I know that. I mean, you're having kids, but they won't be yours. They go straight to Iron Vertex. They go straight to Brian Swee and Soy and all them. They take your babies, and then they raise them to be artists so that they can do more work and more rigging.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta be animating from a young age, hand drawn shit. None of that like computer generated stuff. Needs to look like Miyazaki,
Yeah. If you're not animating for your name, then they like by the age of 6 they throw you in the garbage.
I just watched Ponyo and like some scenes from like Fantasia, and like I was told that like they hand drew a lot of that stuff, and I was like, these animators are famous now, right? They have to be, or they're dead, because like it's so like crazy how hard it is. Or like I'll watch like I don't know if have you watched Isle of Dogs?
I think I've seen clips. Oh no, okay. I've seen clips, but I haven't watched the full.
Yeah, okay. It's a Wes Anderson film. It's all like what is the style called? It's animation,
shit.
but like it's like stop motion.
Yeah.
Stop motion is what Lily describes as if you wanted to be like, if you wanted to do animation, but you wanted it to be harder. So the entire movie is in stop motion. I was just thinking to myself while watching it, wow.
Yeah, those are the guys that are like, yo, it only took us 5 years to hand draw. How can we make this a longer process? And they're like, wait, what if you actually did it in real life and you moved everything by hand? They're like, wow, that's such a great idea. Let's do it. I don't know what kind of that was like some masochistic shit. Whoever made that up.
Yeah, no, and it's like it's so funny because like as an enthusiast, I don't know how hard an animation is. So what happens is I'll reach out to like Koa, my recent animator, and be like, "Can you do this?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I can do this," and I will know at any point whether it's hard or easy. He I'm just like, if he says he can do it, he can do it. It's kind of like programmers, where like you see, for people who don't know, Disguised Toast and Michael are both have programming history.
Right.
So when I tell them, I'm just like, I say stuff like, "How hard is it to make a game like that?" They'll give me a look. It's like a stink eye. They'll give me a really big stink eye, and they won't talk. They'll just give me the look, and I'll be like, maybe a little harder than I thought.
Yeah. That's the signal, right? To just not dive any deeper than that. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, well, since we're on the topic of how expensive VTuber avatars and shit are, for your avatar specifically, what the hell's going on here? Because I've never seen a VTuber avatar quite like this one.
Okay.
What's going on here? You feel free to zoom in, show off a little bit, talk about what's going on.
Zoom in. I mean, I have expressions. I have stated all of these, by the way.
Yo, shout out to Say. Look at that.
But anyways, okay. So the big thing about my model was I wanted it to be different because I knew that I didn't want to be human. Okay, if I wanted to escape my mortal shell, it's lame to do that and to become a human, in my opinion. So I wanted to be like some sort of hybrid person. And the thing about me is I am absolutely, positively terrible at giving initial feedback. When it comes to ideation, you go to me last. I'm the last person behind inanimate objects who should give their opinion on how to ideate an idea. I'm really good at feedback loops, but I'm really bad at being like, I want this. So when I go to I went to my artist. So originally this all started because I knew Maya and she was getting into VTuber, and then I knew Lily and Pokey both got into it, and I was like, right. at some point, and it's Saikuno got in my life. At some point, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it because I was so bored. I was just like, okay, I'm not doing anything with my life right now, and I need something to create spice. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. How long could it take? How much money could it cost? I said those two words, those two phrases, and I just got started with it. So I started with an artist, okay? And oh my god, and and I was just like, I gave them the idea. I was like, I want to be like a crocodile. I gave them the TFT chunk, like the thing, and I was like, this is like a dragon kind of pudgy dragon thing. I want to be this, but unique. All right. If you see the initial back and forth between us, this is actually the very first. The artist is Kai, by the way. She's amazing. This is the very first iteration of the back. There was no other one needed, and I was worried because I was like, oh, I really like it, but I think it could be could it be better? I don't even know because I don't know if I know what better looks like. Right, so I started being like, okay, can you change some stuff here? Can you give me different colors? I'm not really sure if the colors are the best. So she gives me 9 different color schemes, complete after completely for the full model. And after she gives me all of that, and after I go back and forth, I'm just like, no, I like the original colors. No, that was pretty good. And I'm like, oh, I'm the worst. I'm like that person that artists fucking hate because. I did the thing where I was like, fuck.
Yeah. It's okay, man. It's okay. Everything's a learning process, right?
Yeah, but you gotta be sure. And how sure could you be unless you see it? And afterwards, you're just like, I wasted their time. But you know what? Okay, it kind of sucks. But the end product.
I was waiting for something positive out of that.
Yeah. You know what? No, but my motto when it comes to designers or artists is I trust their opinion above mine. Yeah. I only come in when it's like, hey, do I like this? When it comes to specific color schemes that maybe it's just up to personal preference, or the locations of things or how it looks, I can put it in my opinion. But if they say it looks better some other way, 98% of the time I'm gonna go with their opinion because I trust their eye over my own.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I probably would be in the same spot as you because I don't know like artistry shit. I don't have a good eye for anything. I don't really know what looks good and what doesn't. So I kind of leave it up to that. Dude, I do the same thing with my fucking barber. I don't know what like a good haircut looks like. So I'm just like, dude, like I'm like do the same thing you usually do. Don't ask me for what I want today because I don't fucking know what I want.
I grew up like somewhat not well off. Okay, like and so what happened was I would get $3 haircuts, and when I grew up, I thought everyone got these. There were no options. There were two options. You either got a number 1 or number 2. And the differences were like
McDonald's order.
The length of the hair by slight amount. So like I got that type of haircut for like the first like over decade of my life. And then what happened was the gas it took to get to the place was more expensive over time. So I went to a $4 haircut place that only had 5 options or 6 options.
Okay.
And that was like the majority of my like teenage life. So like yeah, I was just like, nowadays people are like, so how do you do your hair? Like, how is it styled? And I'm just like, fuck, I wasn't trained for this, you know?
Wait, hold on. Who does your hair now? I imagine it's just like OTV people.
No.
Yeah, but...
Not unless it's for content. No, I go to a.
Why'd you say it like
I
that?
go to a salon in like K-Town.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I trust those people with my hair more than any of my housemates, and like I just tell them, I'm just very honest. Like, look, I want some stuff off the sides and top. Like, I just want it to look like nice like this. And they ask me like how I set my hair. I'm like, it's like this, but usually like I don't do anything. They're like, they give me a look, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
Okay. Fair enough. Why did you say it like that? Why don't you trust any of the OTV members to do your hair? Like, I would trust my
well,
roommates
Lily
to do my
just
hair.
cut Michael's hair yesterday, and it's like if you gave a dog a pair of scissors and they cut with their teeth.
What the? You said that? Is that bad?
Look,
Jesus Christ.
Look, it's...
What the fuck?
It could be better.
You can't like backtrack like that. You can't just say could be better after what you just said.
I mean, it could be better. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. We'll leave it at that. Keep going to the one in K-Town. Keep going to that one. I think that's a good choice. Sorry. We were on your doing your model stuff. You were still showing up.
So yeah, I wanted this model. And the references pieces that my artist gave me for this model were hilarious. She's like, okay, would you like it to be more humanized crocodile dragon, or would you like to be like a more dragon, like non-humanized version? And the example she gave me, I think there's a girl in Arknights that's like a crocodile girl, and I was just like, I could be like this. Nah, that's too human. I want to be like non-humanoid thing. This is the first iteration, and it was great. Like Kai killed it. It was super good, and I stuck with this. Gave it to Say. She gave me everything back, and the funniest thing, Say gave me everything, the full model, and I thought she only gave me like 4 not even expressions, like 4 static images that I could put on, and I didn't say anything. So I was like, oh, so this is just all that she gave me. And then like into the day of my premiere, I realized that my F keys, my F1 keys to F9 keys were bound to stuff. And I was like, because I was like trying to figure out, I was like, what is there's inside? Like, what is it bound to? And I'm like, oh, she made more, like there's actual expressions. I had no idea. And so like, I was like, I found them out the day that I premiered.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad, man. I don't know what to tell you there. Yeah.
I think like she assumed I would just know, like I would just be able to know that like the hotkeys were like more than 1 through 5. And I'm like, I was like, yeah, you know, of course I know. I had no idea. I had no idea what I'm doing.
But now you know. See, now you know. And yeah, so your art was done by Kai, who's Star Bottle on Twitter, correct?
Yes.
Starbell on Twitter, and
she's booked for the next like decade or something.
Wait,
Say probably booked for the next decade as well. Every time I look at people's Twitters when it comes to like YouTube stuff, I look at their commission status. It's always closed until, and then like the date just keeps extending.
Yeah.
Like there's no, it doesn't get shorter. It just gets longer.
I've seen one that was like booked until end of 22, like 2022, and I was like, what the fuck for 2 years? I don't know who's willing to wait for that long. To be honest with you, I would like at that point just look
Yo,
for someone else. But
I'm just saying some of these people are very talented, and you wait.
that's true. That's true. I know. Like, I guess if you see something that clicks with you, then you're just bound to wait. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to Say by chance? Like talk to Say?
Let me think. I don't. Maybe one. It's either like very short amount of time once or not at all. I forgot.
Okay, because Say is I've talked to Say once. Say is Say's a gremlin, like I don't know. Actually, yo, wait! I just realized, Say, we're supposed to do the Wii music thing for that charity, so I still need to grab you for that. Anyways, I'm gonna contact you after that. I just fucking remembered. Okay, we'll get to that. Anyways, so your model is your model is not based off of Dragon Tales. We're just confirming.
I did not know it was a thing until like someone was just like, "Oh my god, you look like that Dragon Tales." And I pulled it up, and I'm just like, "This looks nothing like me." You guys all need fucking glasses. But that was funny.
I mean, I can see the resemblance. Jesus, swimming. Thank you guys so much for the subs and everything. I'm gonna read them towards the end. So, but thank you guys. I can see the resemblance. I actually thought it was a Canadian show. Wait, did you like? Do you know what Dragon Tales is?
I don't know what it is. Apparently, it's like a show about like, I don't know, like early pilgrims or something. And I was just like,
wait, what?
I don't know.
No, that's totally not it. That is totally not the premise. It's it's about like these kids. It's about these kids that now you know what? Forget it. It was an okay show. Pilgrims. I was so far from it. Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah.
PBS Kids. Yeah. Okay, so wait, chat. Hold on. It is a Canadian show, right? Wait, is PBS a Canadian thing or is it also
I've
US
never
thing?
seen it or heard about it.
Okay. Can someone confirm this? It is a Canadian? Oh, that's why. That's why you didn't get it. Okay.
I mean, there's Canadian shows like Reboot that I ended up watching when I was younger.
Wait,
that
you
was,
had Reboot?
Yeah, it was super popular back then. So I liked Reboot a lot.
Oh,
but
what?
I never ever heard of Dragon Tales. Ever. Until someone was like, your character looks like that guy from Dragon Tales. Look, it's nothing like that. Okay.
Wait, you're blowing my mind. You guys had Reboot as well? I thought that was a Canadian exclusive thing. Did you guys have Sticking Around? Do you know what that is?
No. I think only Reboot's the only thing I know that's like that.
Okay, forget it. I don't want to like get too much into like childhood shit. But yeah, and then you also have one that or an emote where you have Sekuno's scarf, I believe, right?
Oh yeah. It's like right here? No, that's the wrong one. It's like this.
yeah, there you go.
I actually have this still.
Oh shit, it's kind of greened out.
I keybound. Okay, there are actually like 5 hotkeys that I have never used because I keybound it to my numpad that doesn't exist. So I have to switch my keybinds over to a Stream Deck so I can actually do these expressions seamlessly. But I haven't done that because I'm really lazy.
Yeah. Yo, Ken, you fucking give subs. Yeah, you're killing me here. Okay. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Sorry, your scarf was a little like green screened out. My bad. I totally forgot about that.
Oh.
But yeah, okay. So very cool. Okay, I do want to ask you something. Kind of step back a bit here. A lot of people like to be a completely different person than themselves when they get into VTubing, like specifically just the character and that's it. I'm not anybody else, and play that character, which is totally cool. That's one way of VTubing, obviously. When I see this model, I think it's just so you, if that makes sense. Like you like made your avatar revolve around you, not like a different character.
I purposely didn't make a name for it or make like an origins. I made an origin story, but it's like the origin story is me being isekai, so it's still me.
Right.
It was like very clear going into this project that like I did not want to make. I didn't want to make it a different thing because I feel like I like myself, like my brand, and I wanted to combine it with this new thing as opposed to have this be a separate part, you know? And I think that that's like something that I may have made a different decision if I started using only the model.
Okay. I got you. That makes sense. Okay, so it is still revolves around you, but obviously you still have this like dragon thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
What was the inspiration behind the model when you first pitched it to Kai, assuming that this
Oh,
dragon idea was
so-
yours?
So like there's a TFT like little legend called Chonk, and it's like a panda slash dragon like pudgy like small little legend that was really cute, and I was like, this is the inspiration, do something with it, you know.
Gotcha.
I didn't say it like that because that sounds like I'm just being
Yeah, that sounded a little assertive,
rude.
but I got
probably
you,
said something more like you have creative freedom to do whatever you want or something like that. But yeah, so I started with that and I ended with this after what it was very quick, you know, very, very quick.
Gotcha. Okay, so that was a direct inspiration, like that character from TFT.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, can you okay, so you showed us like your emotions and outfits and stuff. And like the one from the Saikuno based one with your scarf. So actually you aren't the only one, and yes, that's it. Fuck, I wish I didn't green screen in actual green. But yeah, sorry. So we did see the Saikuno thing. Do you have any more outfits that resemble any other OTV members by chance, or is it just the Saikuno?
No. This was supposed to be something that I thought would be done like relatively quickly. You know?
Oh, okay,
it's like again, like when I first started, very naive, very stupid. I was just like, oh, how long can it take? You know, it's gonna be ready in like a month, no problem. And then like obviously like we go a little bit past a month, and I'm like, okay, well the model's fully done, and I just need a debut or whatever. And then I saw other people's debuts, and I was like, because I was never going to debut. I didn't have like a name, an origin story, likes, dislikes. I didn't have any of that, right? And like I was okay with that. And then I saw like, you know, EO's debut. I saw like a couple other people's debuts, and I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I need something. I need something cool. So I contacted Maiko, who, if you don't know Maiko, he's like the hands behind the operation, the scene. I feel like he knows everyone. So I've known Maiko for a while here and there, and he helped get me in touch with Koa, and he was like, yeah, I can do an animation for you. And I'm like, okay, so it'd be pretty quick. I'm like, can you do it in 2.5 weeks? And I remember him being like, yeah, that should be possible.
Yeah.
Oh god, because I don't know how long an animation is supposed to take. So it was like 2 artists, an animator. I don't know if some of them slept, because I would like wake up and they do like a full background. I'm like, how long does this take anyways? It can't be that long.
Can't be that long, right?
And then I think in total it took like 3 weeks or something, or a little bit more than 3 weeks. And then afterwards, like I got Lily to voice it, took a little bit longer. And then like turns out that like what was supposed to debut in a month ended up debuting in like 4 months later or 3 months later. And like at that point I'm like, fuck, I want like a this sort of thing, and I want like that sort of thing. And like I just didn't realize, you know, it would be that difficult, that long. And then after I debuted, I'm like, fuck, okay. Immediately go over to Say, I'm like, okay, so Say, can I get these things added? I go over to Koa, okay, I'm gonna need this animation done in the future. I immediately go over to I'm like, okay, well, I'm missing a lot of things, so I need to get this shit done and this shit done. So it's like, I feel like there's just like a big furnace, okay? And that's where you throw your money into, and then that's what just ends up happening. If you ever have inspiration, just take the money and just throw it in. That's what I do. Just toss it in. And it's great. I love being able to solve problems with money, by the way. That's those. I was told by someone very rich, like five years ago, that in his goal in life is to find problems that he could solve with money. And I'm like, shit, that actually sounds like at the time I thought, I was like, that's stupid. And now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm all about it.
You know, time is money. That's true. I understand like that perspective for sure. So yeah, I saw one comment. Wait, who was it? Scarra, animation is so hard, 5 years lol, can't imagine. Also, Scarra, 2 weeks full intro animation, please. Yeah. I literally, I was like, when they're like, so what did you want your animation to be like? So I know it's really bad to give like animators or artists something without any kind of reference. So I gave them, I was like, have you seen Genshin Impact animations? Can you do this for me?
And because I looked at the Genshin Impact animation, I'm like, is it that hard to do?
Oh my
And then-
god, man.
And then Cole was like, yeah, I think I could do that. I'm like, okay, great. 2.5 weeks, no problem, right?
That's so bad. Oh my god.
But like, you know, it's like, look, I feel like I paid them very well for it. Okay, like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like, I feel like they didn't sleep. Like some of them didn't sleep. I know they didn't sleep.
Oh man, this card destroying lives. It's okay. Well now you know, right? Now it's all a learning experience, and now you can appreciate it much more, right? Now that you have like a reference of time and all that. So,
Yeah. But like, you know, they say like great pieces of art are made under pressure. I've been told that like sometimes Miyazaki sees like background sketches and just throws them away. Like we don't have anything. Like maybe like I could be known as that. Like people come, I'm like they come to me. It's like I can do this in 2 weeks. I'm like I want it in 1. Backgrounds. I want 36 backgrounds done tonight.
Work
Get to
harder.
work.
Say rig the entire model in the next hour, or you're fired. Just Yo, excellent work model, Scarra. I'd love to see that implemented in the communities like now, guys.
Oh yeah, you know, because I feel like, you know, sometimes the riggers just don't have enough work, and like it's like I'm giving them jobs. You know, I'm giving back.
Yeah, come on, guys. Scar's a selfless man for giving you work. Come on, Jesus, you guys are just complaining all the time. That's all we hear from you, just whining. Grow up. This I'm joking, guys. It's a joke. Please don't take this out of context. Okay, so well, now you have your model done, and you're with us now with your beautiful model. But actually, you aren't the only one in OTV or amongst your circle, I guess, that has a VTuber model, right? Who else has model at this point?
Pokey debuted first. Okay, the lore behind this is Lily originally like first found out about VTubing and then had like a model and was working with someone, and it just took a long time because that's how it is sometimes.
Yep.
And then Pokey saw it and also did her model, and it ended up debuting first because it just took less time than Lily. So Pokey debuted first in our group, and then Lily debuted, and then Lily 2 debuted because there was 2 different models. And I think she told me she wanted to get a 3rd model done as well. So I think she's going for Lily. I don't know what she's going for the 3rd one. But like she really loves like she really loves VTubing. It's something that I feel like she's gonna be doing like forever. You know, when it comes to streaming. Because okay, I wanted to talk about this. I think when most VTubers start, they do it because it's a great avatar, an anonymous avatar for them, and they don't have to care about what they look or whatever. It's just they could become whoever they want.
Right.
VTubing for me is more stressful than streaming normally. I have not VTubed that much because I care. Like, when I stream normally, I feel like a lot of people come to see like my reactions and expressions to things, and so I care a lot about how my model looks. So like sometimes like it won't register my face correctly. Sometimes like I have to be like thinking about when to use what expressions or when to make sure that like it's fun for people watching. And I think about it a lot more when I'm streaming with my model, to the point where like it's so stressful that I haven't streamed that much with it. It's not because I don't want to, it's also because like it's just like really like I think I do the opposite of what most people do with their models. I feel like they think less about it. I think a lot more about how I look when I'm using my model.
That's really, that's actually a really interesting take, because usually, I know we talked about this like right before we went on, but yeah, usually it's the other way around, right? Like you use a model because you don't really, you don't want to be seen too much like on face and like worry about, but you're actually even more concerned when you have the avatar on.
Yes,
because yeah, go on.
My brand was built on my face, my stuff, you know. So like to get people to like a new thing I introduce, I have to make sure that the quality level is high enough for them to care. And so I have to care a lot about the product I present, more so than myself. So I roll out of bed and fucking start streaming some days, and people are like, "Dude, what's wrong with your hair? Like, are you okay? Like, you got bags in your you fine?" I'm literally just like, "Fuck off, I'm playing." But like, My
Yeah.
VTuber model, I'm like, okay, I have to set it up. Okay, well, the slant isn't really optimal. I'm gonna go type to Maya. So what do you use for this? Okay, so I have to buy like these 6 products. I have to like angle it correctly. Okay, well, the Wi-Fi is not great here, so I'm gonna go buy something else for that. I have to go
Right.
figure out like buy some more splitters, do all this tech behind the scenes. Like, should I be adding more items? I know they just did it for like the Denchisoft 1.5 VTube Studio update. Like a lot of people are adding like random items
Not
into
the
your stuff and
Denchisoft.
doing skits with them. Should I do that as well? And like, I stress a lot more about it, and I don't think I should. It just ends up being what happens. Yeah. So like, that's why if people are curious why I don't stream that much with this model. It's because like it's more stressful than normal.
Wow, that's a really interesting take. I understand. So you're concerned a lot more when you have the avatar because there's so many different elements you have to take care of. Aside
Yep.
from, versus you just rolling out of bed, turning on the camera, and streaming.
Like literally, I the left screen so much during this interview because I use Wi-Fi right now, and it's like 4 out of 5 bars. So I think every 3 minutes out of every hour, there's a chance for it to freeze. And so like I constantly eye it nonstop, more so than like the chat sometimes, to see how it looks. Do you think I ever do that for my normal self? Dude,
Right.
I'm just like, I just accept that I look like shit. Like, I honestly, like, if people and like people are not there to care about my looks. They're like, holy fuck, this guy is a Valorant god, or this guy plays TFT, this guy whatever. But like, I don't have that mentality when it comes to VTubing at all.
Yeah. Okay. Maya's like the pro league training. It's always like the mini map is helping. Yeah, that's why you get the like multitask ability. So you're built for that. Shouldn't be too big of a problem, right?
It's just something that I realize is different. I still don't even know how to. I run into a lot of weird problems. Honestly, I feel like a lot of times VTubing allows people to grow a lot, but for me, it's like I don't know how much I should commit to VTubing in general because it splits my audience base quite hard. In ways that's difficult for me to tackle. This is something that like comes from someone who's been working on themselves or their brand for a long time. But it's like when you introduce a new element like VTubing, how is your audience gonna take that? Will they like it? Will they not? I've tried certain YouTube videos. I've tried certain like people. A lot of people love it, but a lot of people hate it as well. And so having to rebuild my brand to incorporate both is twice as difficult as incorporating one or the other. And so it's like a lot of problems that like I tend to like go to sleep on and be like, what the fuck am I gonna do about
Right.
this?
Do you think
Usually it's like I just figure it out. I'll just do what I think is best and I'll figure it out. That's how I've done it for like 10 plus years. But I've said a lot of things about negatives about for me about VTubing, but like I still do it because I love it. And one of the reasons why I love it is it's so easy to be creative. Okay, when you're a streamer, sometimes your day by day is very bleh in the sense that like it's hard to be creatively fulfilled by streaming because you turn on the stream, you play games with friends, and it's like the same games. It's like stuff feels the same. You're experiencing Groundhog Day after day. But when it comes to VTubing, everything changes. You can be as creative as you want. A good example is like my intro. I was like, all right, I want Genshin Impact related isekai, 2.5 weeks, cool, get that shit done. And then he brings it to me in 3 weeks, whatever, he's late, I'm not gonna talk to him about it. He gives it to me, I present it, fucking great ass shit. I love it. As soon as that's done, I reach out to someone and I'm like, I want a new logo. And I want the logo to be with my VTuber model. I want a dragon-based logo. And I'm just like, I don't know how to do a logo for myself. I don't know what to inspire it by. But like from this, I'm like, well, it has to be like a dragon blade. We can use these colors that are in my model. And you know what? This is a little bit of a spoiler, but like I love Soul Eater. So I want it to be based off the Soul Eater logo.
Ooh.
And then she was like, I got it. It's like this. Okay. Gave me something recently that I was like, this is fucking fantastic. I said that shit. I was like, yo, Koa, you see this? I want this shit animated. And in the future, I'm spoiling a little bit of what I'm working on right now. I want an animation screen, a loading screen, similar to like an intermission screen that comes up that I can use as like intros or like intermissions between content. So do you know like anime intermission screens where you're going in and out of commercials, commercial breaks?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll be like a song and it'll be like a still or like a small like moving thing. I wanted that for my stream. I'm like, fucking, this is what I want next.
Damn.
So like that kind of inspiration is incredibly hard to fulfill when I'm streaming by myself. I feel like I'm not the type of person to be creatively fulfilled by my own stream a lot of times.
Right.
And so that's why offline TV happens. So creatively, offline TV fulfills a lot of my creative passion. And I think that VTubing fulfills a lot of the other stuff. So like I may be so brain dead when it comes to figuring out what I want to do that's like fun for myself. But like when it comes to like other projects such as these two, I'm just like, bang, that sounds great. Fuck, that sounds great. That sounds great. That sounds great. And I bounce stuff off until I find something that I'm like, I really like that. Because right now, like it's never really about like, I'm not ever blocked by anything else outside of can I think about something that could be cool that I could use. And I think that a lot of VTubing helps with that regard.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, because wow, you said a lot there. So I think I'll just leave that for chat to digest. So, I mean, obviously you like when you're being collaborative and you're able to like toss your creative ideas and like throw them to someone else and have them give it back to you. So where do you think you come into play with all of that? Because obviously you're sending out a lot of this stuff like animations and all that. Where do you think you are specifically?
I have money. Let me rephrase that. Okay, I have ideas and money. That's where I come in.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so
yeah, that's fair, man. Oh yeah, wait, Pumpkin, what's up?
I don't know. I don't really know how else to say that. Like, I have this is how I see creatives in like the VTubing scene. I think that they are. They may not have the raw polish of like 50-year veterans in like the scene that do like professional movies or anime, right? But I think what they do have is they have incredible creativity and uniqueness. And so I love working with them because the polish doesn't matter as much to me. It's the ideas that they're able to take and transition into something that comes out great. And so I love working with people who I feel that like they are extremely, I don't want to say smart because some of these people are dumb as fuck. But like they're like extremely
wild,
creatively talented, and they can turn ideas into magic, you know.
Yeah.
And the magic may come out with a little rough on the edges, but it's beautiful when I see it.
Yeah.
And so like exploring a lot of the people behind the scenes and talking to them, I'm just like, well, I like to work with this person, and sure. So I've talked to some people where like our ideas don't get along well, and that's just normal. But I think that the behind the scenes for VTubing and a lot of the community are just like people that I want to know because I've never been able to talk to people that understand how my words translate into good ideas. And I think a lot of that is because I'm terrible at conveying my ideation into a creation. Sure. They understand. And so it's been a very nice like situation, you know?
So if anything, they're the medium to execute on your idea, right? Because they're the ones that can convey your idea into like an actual product, I guess.
Absolutely. And I've had a lot of trouble working with people that like they just don't get the space or they just don't get it, you know? Right. I don't want to say that it's because they're like boomers or anything or that they're really old. It's mainly that like they didn't grow up on they didn't grow up watching an extremely high amount of anime. Okay, that's it. I feel like I feel like when I have some ideas and I'm just like, look, okay, I need this like this, and they're just like, what? And it's like, okay, so what about like they're honestly not fucking weeb enough, you know? And I'm not a weeb, but like, you know, almost everyone I talk to are like ultra omega weeb, so they understand when I'm like, okay, I want this to look like an anime intro, like this, and they're like, okay, I can do it. Or like, I need it to look like this gacha game. All right, I got it. You know, they get it. But if I talk to someone else, they might not get it.
Yeah, I think. Okay, again, you said a lot, so I'm gonna leave that for chat to digest. I love the conversation we're having, and you're extremely transparent about it. So I kind of want to ask you something. But first, are you like, are you pretty knowledgeable when it comes to like the English scene by chance, like the English VTubing scene? I don't know how versed you are.
Oh man, I don't know how versed I am either. Okay, so let's say I've done my research. I've watched a decent amount of English VTubers. Honestly, almost I'm friends with Maya. Okay, and like um I everyone that she talks about or retweets or whatever, I usually check out. You know, from like and like I also like so I know all the big names, like everyone from like V Shoujo, everyone from Holo Live, and so I've done a decent amount of research, I guess. Like Artemis, I actually like found you because like a lot of the VTubers shit post a lot on Twitter, and like
Yeah,
you're one of the
okay.
people that I found because like your tweets just show up nonstop. If you're like at all anywhere in the VTubing community, your tweet will show up somewhere there, you know. And so like
Yeah,
I
I got you.
I you know, I see you, I see Artemis. I know of a lot of people. I don't interact with them specifically, and I know I don't know like a huge amount, but like I know the big names. I know okay amount of the small names.
So, I guess my next question is, the community has a lot of, and I've never actually addressed this myself until like right now, but I think there's like a really big disparity between like quote unquote bigger figures like within the space and a lot of like new indie growth. There's a disparity gap. And obviously you're knowledgeable within like growing a brand and all that. What do you think it is that we're missing to like close that gap or have like smaller people escalate within the scene?
I think what you're looking at is actually a positive for the VTubing scene as opposed to a negative. I think that even getting to the first step of being like having people watching the double digit mark is something that's not even achievable easily unless like outside of the VTubing community. I think when I look at like indie VTubers, it's very rare I see indie VTubers with like that I know of, which of course makes sense, right? The more popular they are, the more I know of them.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people with like 100 to like 20 viewers, and that seems like a small amount, but it's an amount that's really hard to get to initially. Normally, I think that like there's a large disparity. There's a large disparity between the rich and the poor. Okay, we're gonna take this as social economic issues, but I think that it's just a thing that naturally ends up happening. I think there's a lot more middle ground in VTubing than there is maybe even in like normal streaming categories.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely think so. From what I've seen at least. Like honestly, I'm not as well researched as I like to be on the topic, so I wouldn't want to talk about it too much because of that.
Yeah.
But I think that like if anything, like I see less of a disparity in this than in like a lot of other streaming categories.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's about perspective. I'm like, so yeah, that's true, I guess.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, like perspective is weird, right? Because I stream with people who are like monsters, okay? Like just straight up like titans. And it's like I also have, I know people who are like on the reverse end. So like my view sometimes is tainted because of the people I interact with. But I try not to let that cloud my judgment when I do my due diligence.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell. Like, you just say it how it is and like your objective. So there's no like, there's no agenda for like whatever you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Well, so I guess on the flip side, VTubing and like VStreaming in general is at like a super delicate like growing stage right now. Like it's booming, but I can tell that the space is becoming to be oversaturated with like indie VTubers. There's a lot of talent obviously in there, but it's becoming oversaturated. I can tell. What's the next move for the entire space as a whole? Like what needs?
Holy fuck, dude!
That's a broad
Why
question.
you ask me to solve nuclear physics while you're at it too? Okay.
Give me as much insight as you can, Scar, because like you're really well versed in growing communities and growing brands, and that's something that's missing obviously in indie communities.
So this no. I think you don't know me if you think that. I think I am like by far the strangest big streamer that I know of. I like there's no way I'm gonna call myself a small streamer, right? If I could average like 3K plus viewers or anything, right? But I don't feel like a large streamer a lot of times because of how I do my stream and like the way. Okay, I have like the worst community building on my stream possible. Like if there's a way to kill community faster, like I would teach the lessons
Jesus
at college.
Christ.
On top of that, like I don't have like I have like the least sub numbers of anyone, and I tend to be the fastest to like regress numbers if anything happens. So it's like this is like all relatively objective stuff that I look at when I'm bored and want to just be really sad. And so like I feel like I'm like a weird person because when you talk about community building, I'm terrible at that. All of my friends are better at that. Let me tell that to you right now.
I mean, you say that
I've made offline TV, but a lot of all the individuals in my community, aside from all the individuals are much better at growing their own communities than I am. So like I think when you ask me questions about that, it's like, whew, I don't think you really understand. I don't know how to make this specific. So here's a good example. I know you have stream alerts on my stream, and that's a conscious decision I've done for years.
Oh, really?
Since I've started, I've never had it, and I've lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars because of it. And I still, at the very beginning, I didn't have it because I thought it diluted the quality of the stream. I didn't like the pop-ups. I didn't like that it was like a distraction. As I've streamed more and more, I realized that it can add to the quality of stream, and it tends to do a lot to add toward the storylines and community building of a stream, because a lot of your best memes come from like donations or like bits, stuff like that, and I don't have that. So like, yada. I've nuked my Discord multiple times. So like, I think right now it's like semi-private because like, so I had some shit happen where like I had to nuke it for all intents and purposes because a bot went out of control and like banned everyone from the channel. Don't ask me how that happened. Some random shit. But like I do, like I'll put it this way. I don't even have subtrains enabled on my channel.
You can. I didn't even know
that's just free money. That's just free money. Like actually free money. When you started your stream, you're like, man, I like thank you all for the subtrain. I looked at that and I was like, huh.
Just don't like it.
I just started laughing.
Wait, what's the? So all this for the sake of you wanting to just up the quality of your stream?
It's because I'm stubborn as fuck. I don't think the subtrains matter at all. But like at some point in my life, I thought that I didn't like it, and so I just turned it off. And the same is true for like sub alerts. Like I don't like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I actually think it would be better for my stream if I turned it on. But it's just off, and it's off for the foreseeable future. And it's like I make a lot of decisions that like other streamers don't do. Like I think that like also you can't spam in my chat, like straight up. If you put more, you can't. If you put all cap sentences or you put more than like 7 like of the same word in a row, it gets automatically timed out.
What,
so
really?
If you ever come to my chat, you'll notice that like it is the slowest chat of any viewer number possible. Even when I have 10,000 or 20,000 viewers, let's say I get rated or I'm playing something really popular with friends, I will never have a fast chat. So like I am the antithesis of the average streamer. I even though my numbers may say otherwise, yeah, like I don't know how to grow like those things. I think I've actively done my stream in a way that decreases growth.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, like so moving back to the original question, what VTubers can do in the future.
All right, I asked that.
Every situation gets like saturated over time. Everything. Twitch, I think even subdivisions on platforms like the League of Legends section didn't used to be so saturated, and it's enormously saturated now, right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, and it all comes down to the very basics. It's like what separates you from other streamers. And I always tell them like that's the one thing you should care about the most. Why do people watch? And usually it's because for something that's different. When people come to my stream and ask me how do I become a big streamer, I just tell them be the best of the game. Any game you're playing, be the number one at something. Because if you're the best, you have a way to clickbait your title. Someone will watch you. There's never been in my life has there ever been a game where if you're not good at it, people won't watch. Doesn't matter. No cam. You fucking can't see the pic. You can count the pixels on your screen. It doesn't matter. People will watch you. And I think that like VTubing is eventually going to go to the way where you want to be unique. But the thing about VTubing is I feel like it's a lot easier to be unique while being a VTuber than anywhere else. A good example is like, I showed you the Worm audio wave VTuber. That's literally an audio wave of his voice.
Yeah, you did.
He could be so unique. Takahata, the person who does the bar, has amazing visual like emotes and sounds to a stream that is like super unique. I think it's really easy to be amazingly unique while being a VTuber. So like I feel like while there's a lot of growth and while it's becoming saturated, it's also a situation where it's a lot easier to be different than other people. Like sure, you may all share similar games that you play, or you might share similar like things that you do. Like for instance, art. You're all artists. I get it. Not me, but whatever. But I think that the ability to be different is just so much easier and more popular because essentially like everyone has an idea of what they want to be. And even if two people are the exact same thing, like I've seen multiple like sea animal VTubers or multiple magical girl VTubers, right? They're all a little bit different in their own way, and it's about being able to leverage that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. You mentioned you mentioned a lot of things. One, just being a viewer count. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what your stream career growth was like. I don't know like how your numbers started initially because I know like you were a pro player initially and that's how you basically started, right?
I remember I made a Reddit post with an emoticon, and I was one of the first streams on Justin TV. And my stream, okay, people do this now normally, but no one used to do stream of consciousness streaming. So talking about what they do while playing was that sounds stupid, but it's not what people used to do.
Oh, really?
And I was the first person to do that on League.
Yeah.
My first week I streamed, I started at like a couple hundred viewers, and I instantly ballooned to like 1,000 plus. So like I didn't have the normal growth pattern either. Also because I was the first of what I was doing, of course it'd be different. Nowadays you watch any streamer and they just talk about what they do, and that's just normal. But like back then, no one did that for the League section.
Damn. Okay. Shit. Okay. That totally disqualifies my question because I was gonna be like, what's like the difference between like small, like when you initially started streaming the smaller numbers to like bigger numbers now,
no,
but...
I have been everywhere on the streaming spectrum. Okay, I'll give you a good example. So like I've been to the 20K mark or 10K plus mark when I was streaming as a player. I got DDoS for 8 months. And then I ended up being a coach, and I came back to, after coaching, I came back to like under 1,000 viewers. I think I averaged like 500 to 600. And then I streamed, I don't know, like 250 hours, 200 hours of plus a month. I eventually got to like 1.5K average viewers, And then I went to like 3K, and then I started offline TV and went down to 2K. Oh god!
I've had a roller coaster there.
The funniest time of my life is when I started OTV and everyone was blowing up. And on our subreddit there was graphs of everyone's growth, and it was like you're fucking looking at GME on the stock market. You just go straight up like 400%, 4,000%. And then there's just graphs of every OTV member but me. And I'm just like, where am I? I look at my graph, I'm going down. I'm the only negative trending person. And I'm just like,
it was bad actually.
It is what it is, man. Like it's sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah, it do be like that. Yo, imagine starting that whole brand yourself and not getting the growth, like being jacked.
Wait, someone asked how does that happen? I'll tell you how it happened. Okay, I was streaming League for like 12 hours a day, every day. And a lot of my growth was the largest stream viewership comes from the 6 p.m. to midnight area. When I moved in with people, I realized that like I had to spend a lot of time with the people in my house. because building a relationship is like, it's like a serious job. Whether you're trying to build a relationship with like you're dating someone, or if it's just friends or roommates, you have to spend effort to do that. I cut off 3 hours of my stream every day to do that, from like 9 to 12 every day, and it like killed my viewership.
Oh, really?
It was pretty bad for like 6 months. It was a short term bad, you know. Like long term, obviously ended up being really good. And like I remember actively looking at my numbers and being like, I know I'm doing this. I have to be okay with this happening, and I was. But I remember people just looking and being like, "What the fuck happened?" I'm like, "No, I know what happened. It's because I watch. I look at my shit. Of course I know what happens."
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's so. That whole story is just hilarious. Sorry that you got jacked there, man. Like, holy shit.
I mean, look. OTV, I will say, is like the best thing that's ever happened to me, and the best thing I've ever made. You know, I think without a doubt, like even if it ended today, the people are part of it, like the stuff that we've done, the stuff that we're going to do, is like. I wouldn't change it. You know, I always remember, I think it was Lily who said, like, we never know when we're in the best times of our lives until after it's gone. And she thinks that like potentially now it could be that moment. And I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure it is. And so I try to not take for granted what I have. And I think it's really easy for me because I've been all over the place. I have been the 10K viewer Andy, the 500 viewer like a person. I've been all around viewer number. I've lost viewers fucking last 2 months, by the way. I tanked my viewership so hard. And I just did it, you know, doing things that I knew would do it, but hoping it wouldn't, but it did. And like I've done everything in terms of viewership. I've come to appreciate like when I have it a lot, and appreciate what I have, like, you know, during the moment.
Yeah. You know, that's so crazy about that line with Lily, because I was literally just watching your interview with Ryan Higa, and you said the exact same quote. So it was so weird hearing it again like an hour later live. I was like, whoa.
Dude, Ryan, it's crazy the people I've collabed with or met through OTV, including like Ryan Higa. Like, I grew up watching this guy's videos. This guy is like a legend. And like to just be like, Ryan just like, look, I don't hit him up much, and he doesn't hit me up much either, because I'll be honest, he wakes up at 7 and plays games. And we ask people to play, he's like, yo, you think you want to play at 9 a.m.? And I'm just
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm like, no one's playing at 9 a.m.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you almost are. Like, you're staying up until 7 a.m. playing League, so that's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm almost at Ryan's schedule.
You're almost at Ryan's schedule. Just the reverse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like,
I should say, on if anybody's checked Scarra's Twitter, I didn't think so. I messaged him around like lunchtime, and I was like, yo, so are you cool if I grab you like half an hour before we go live so we can set up everything, just break the ice, it'll be like super dope. And then he didn't message me until like an hour before we went live or some shit. So I checked his Twitter and I was like, yo, is this guy gonna make it? And then his last tweet was it was something like playing League until 7 a.m. is gonna fuck up my life or something. I was like, oh shit, I don't think this guy's gonna wake up in time. But I'm glad you made it. So it's cool now. Fuck, I wanted to ask you something else regarding that. What were some of your favorite collabs? Like, obviously you were on that podcast with Ryan Higa.
Oh man, I don't even. Okay, real talk. T-Pain was a fucking hilarious collab. It was like one of our earliest OTV videos. He came by and the person was like, look, whatever happens, you cannot have him like play music or sing, because they didn't want him to do that for some reason. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, something like that. It was for some specific reason. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But it was cool. Like, he just swung by our house. We met him, and like this guy is like, I think he comes out of his car and he's just drinking Hennessy straight out the bottle. And like, he is just fucking drunk as fuck. And we're playing like Mafia, and
He's just off the heady the whole
it's just
show.
like the most hilarious like interactions possible, and he leaves and he's just like fucking downing his Hennessy as he goes, and I'm just like, this guy's fucking badass. And then like years later, I see it. He's a fucking full-time streamer now. He streams every fucking day.
Yeah, that's
that guy,
right.
Immensely talented. So fucking funny.
Yeah. I think dude, it blew my mind when he sang for the first time, like without autotune, because I like had never heard it when I was a kid, obviously.
Dude,
so then when he sings, he's so good. He's so good.
That guy, yeah, everyone thinks he like doesn't have a great voice, and then after that interview with the Tiny Desk NPR thing,
the Tiny Desk one.
No, I know because their person who like manages him is like, ever since we did this, like everyone wants to see him to sing that autotune. You can't have him do that. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's fine. I don't give a shit.
Oh wow, really?
It was like something where like everyone requested that because he was like, that's like what he became famous for. Like another resurgence was like, wow, he's actually a great singer. But it's like, dude, if you know anything about T-Pain, you know he's immensely fucking talented.
Yo, that's okay. So do you think that they were saving it for like exclusivity for singing stuff? Like they didn't want.
No, it's more just like they don't. He just like they don't want him to like just be known for that, right? They want him to do like other shit. I think his manager or like whatever his group wanted him to get into gaming or like the space, and so like we were like the connect there. It was just really random. Never expected it. Just still one of the strangest things I've done, but it was cool.
Yeah, that's a story of its own. Him just downing Henny as he's coming in. But yeah, I understand. Like they wanted him to like grow his brand other than him. Like he's just the singer or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I can't even believe that like he's streaming. And when I look at like T-Pain is streaming actually fucking right now.
Is he actually?
And he's playing Call of Duty. I follow him. He's playing Call of Duty. But like when he's doing like his musical stuff and he's getting like a couple thousand views, if you're thinking to yourself like some people are talented and can't get views, like that man deserves like fucking views.
Yeah.
If I had to if you want someone who's immensely talented and proven himself, like that's the guy. And like I look at his stream a lot, I'm like, holy fuck. The funniest thing about me is I will look at a lot of smaller streamers and get tons of inspiration for what to do. There's some like bigger streamers that give me inspiration, but a lot of the bigger streamers like tend to be very routine in what they do.
Right.
Or they're just crazy. And the crazy ones are giving me inspiration. But a lot of the more routine ones don't give me as much like inspiration as like the smaller streamers who are doing different things. So when I'm looking at like VTubers especially, I'm just like, damn, that's really interesting. I gotta go do something real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I gotta go write it down. So like a lot of times like I'll just send people like what inspires me for the current time. Like I'll send like John is someone, dude. I don't know if John's ever talked about. John's like a person who used to study people all the time. Like he seems like such a dumbass, Masayoshi, but like he like used to study like people, like how they do things all the time.
Yeah.
To become a better streamer. And like I like sometimes send him stuff. I'm like, these are like what's inspiring me. And he'll give me like stuff about it. And like I think only a lot of all my stuff recently has been VTuber related. Everything. There's some things that aren't, but those things I can't talk about. But most of the stuff are just like VTuber related things that are really cool. I think they're at the forefront of like really cool shit right now.
Yeah. I mean, first off, yeah, John is like super. I think he was like one of the only few live streamers that I was adamantly watching. So yeah, that's cool to hear. He seems like a very like smart man in terms of planning out his content too. But okay, so what you just said was really interesting about like most of your content that you're pushing in the forefront is VTuber stuff. Is that what you said?
All the inspiration stuff, like even the recent stuff where it's like I want to get like loading screens done. Like it's because like I'm inspired through like some sort of VTubing related avenue. You know?
Okay.
I think that like a lot of that is my inspiration. You know, I saw even the designs. Like I looked at some of the people VTubers responding to your Twitter, and I looked through their tweets, all of them, everyone from like, you know, just to look at their design, you know, just to see how they stack up. I've seen a lot of people in the chat, right? Everyone from like Olive to like Frost Maya, art. I've seen like Artemis. I've gone through. I was like an insect girl VTuber I was looking at yesterday through your replies. Like I look at these designs to give me like inspiration. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really interesting that like they're doing it this way or they decide to do it this way. And it's it may not lead to anything, but it's just something that makes my brain move a little bit.
Yeah, no, totally. I think the only reason I'm so invested into the scene myself is because everybody is so creative. Like I'm always seeing new talent being implemented, or just like cool. It could be as simple as like really cool model designs. Like someone's doing something different every single day. I'm like finding someone new.
Dude, I'm like finding out that like people do like different outfits, different costumes.
Yeah,
like a lot of the Hololive girls or whatever. And I'm just like, I need a different costume. What if I had like okay, this is like something like maybe very far in the future. I wanted to get a transformed version of myself, like a terrifying version, like a version where it's like I could become like Blue Eyes White Dragon or some shit like that. You know, like a very like scary like end boss isekai thing. That's something that I've been thinking about. But I've like it's things like that I would never be able to think about for my own brand, but like I'm like, oh, that would be good. Like yeah.
Okay, so I mean I think that would be a super dope contrast between like this like round soft blue dragon dude, and then you just like come out to something like vicious. I think the one insect girl you're thinking of, her name is Juniper. She's a moth girl. She has like a really cute like humanoid form, but she has another alternative, like it's wild. It's like this crazy monster moth form, like the whole, she's got like arms coming out of the sides of the screen and shit.
And I saw you interview the Gundam VTuber as well.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, people are just immensely talented. Very big brain.
Shout out Valifor, shout out Hazard. Those are like the Transformer VTubers. Yep, you got it. But yeah, they're all like every day I'm finding new talent and new like new VTuber models. It's super dope. And I mean, like on the topic of that, have you ever considered collabing with like other VTubers, whether it's like people within the scene or like maybe like OTV? Like obviously Lily and Pokey have their models.
So if I'm gonna be 100% honest,
do it. I'm gonna have it.
I never need to collab outside my OTV sphere ever again. If I wanted to be just coast, because I'm at the point where like I can help grow this our sphere of friends, our friend group, to the point where like there's never a need for me to collab outside of it. I have so many friends that I love to play with that like it's not about like, it's about how much time is in the day rather than how many like friends I have, you know? And that's something that I don't think people really remember, but OTV didn't do online collabs till this year. And that may sound fucking crazy. Within the last 12 months is the only time where OTV did stream content together. But you may think differently because you like people don't remember. It's only been 12 to like 14 months.
Wow. Okay. I'm just trying to think of like, I mean, if you say it, it must be true, but I'm just thinking, wow. Okay. So yeah, you are right. I can't really...
So like all the people that blew up in our friend group recently, that's within the last 14 months. John, Sydney, whatever, like, I think Peter blew up before then, but like almost everyone in our group that's been getting like a lot of viewers have been primarily getting in the last 12 months.
Right.
Saikuno, like all those people. And like people think it's been going on forever, but that's been 12 months. So where like, I don't know, OTV constantly shifts and transforms. I don't know what's going to happen or what happens later. But like, back to the question, like I never need to collab outside of it for the foreseeable future, pretty much ever. Like, especially if I collab to people who are smaller viewers, the contribution to like my stream is, I would say less.
Yeah, there's no return.
Than if I collab with someone who's already in the group that has a predetermined thing. On top of that, it's kind of difficult to. I've had problems in the past about people collaborations due to like clout, like kind of like clout chasing ish.
Yeah.
It tends to be like a little bit of a problem, and so rather than trying to figure out like if they have different intentions, staying within safety is usually the easier bet. For me, however, I would want to collab with different people because I feel like it is good for me self growth wise. I don't really give a shit about like the numbers I get or whatever. It does kind of matter, but like I do it because it's fun and it's better for me. It maybe in the long term rather than short term, but it's like more enjoyable for me to collab with more people. And so like I've been starting off small with like this, you know, like, and then like I started with Maya for my first VTuber collab, moved on. She introduced us, and I'm doing this now. I've had some people slide into my DMs very recently, and I agreed to another collab with someone that I can't spoil it, but like I agreed with someone else very recently to a collab, and so I'm slowly getting into it, but I don't want to push too fast. Partially because like I'm not too comfortable VTubing right now.
Sure.
And I feel like I am still trying to sort out what I'm trying to do with my stream. By the way, this happens to every streamer every like 6 months. Every streamer has like a midlife crisis like every year, halfway through the year, or like 2 times a year, where it's like, what the fuck do I stream? What am I doing? And it's like, it's just the most normal thing ever.
Yo, fuck, I'm coming up on my 6 months like this month, so I'm gonna have that for you soon here. This midlife streamer crisis.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, do I want to do interviews? I should do more, but what should I do? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I become
I'm already
a VTuber?
having that. Oh, you're hitting too close to home. Stop now.
No, but like the funniest stuff is I used to tell like, before like a lot of my friends blew up, I used to be like, look, like imposter syndrome, all that shit. Every streamer has that. Every streamer has that. Like, if you think you're getting like more views than you deserve, and you think you're not deserving of viewership or all that stuff, regardless however big the streamer gets, I feel like most, if not all, the streamers I know have similar problems regardless of their viewership. I had like just recently a couple months of just like me having a lot of imposter syndrome myself, which sounds crazy because I'm already well established and like yada whatever.
No, yeah,
I've heard all this shit from my friends already, but like it happens to everyone. And so it's like I think it's really interesting when I talk to people and they find out that like the problem, it never changes, right? Some of the problems never change, whether you're a small streamer or you're a big streamer. It just happens. Like if you're getting more viewers than you want or did you expect, then try to be good enough to like think that you deserve it. That's the best thing you can do. You know, that's how I always say. Like you just keep pushing forward. You know, if you have a bad stream, bad fucking stream. Go next. Next stream is gonna be better. Work. Like sometimes it's like small stuff where it's like, I don't think I'm funny without my friends, you know? And it's like, well, if I have one moment where I thought that was pretty funny, that's a win. That's a dub for me. And I think that like, it's actually hilarious how many problems I see people have that are similar throughout whatever size they are.
Yeah. I think it's super great advice for anybody to take home, obviously. Like, obviously big and small streamers alike. Yeah, I think that's one thing that I'm kind of running into too, is like imposter syndrome, and I see like a lot of people in chat dealing with that as well. But that's good advice. Like, just kind of look at the dubs that you get, and just use that as a
It's like it really is something where I feel like you just work your best at whatever you can, and failing is part of the process. Dude, I have failed people don't even remember my failures because my successes stand out too much.
Ooh,
haha, that's a big
ooh,
brag.
I'm gonna get that tattooed or some shit.
But my people don't even know. Before OTV, there were 2 different houses, maybe 3 different houses. I don't even remember. I had a gaming house before where I lived with people, and I had a house right after where I also lived with people. People don't know. People don't remember. But like, I have tried to bring friends together to create cool stuff before, and those didn't work out. OTV did, but no one remembers the failures from before. A lot of times because no one talks about it.
Right.
So it's like I my pro career didn't last super long. I'd say I was like whatever. I was like top 3 when I was doing well. It's okay. And then like my coaching career like ended up being like I bombed in playoffs because I did badly, but I did okay in normal season. It's like there's a lot of things where like I just failed. I failed at, didn't do that well at, and then like after your failure, you're just like, okay, what could I have done better? I think the number one thing, something I learned from Pokey is that like it's much better to do something and fuck up completely than just not do it. Because at least by doing it, you know if it goes well or goes poorly. And I think that like a lot of times when people are in decisions between like should I do this or that, it's much better to just fucking YOLO one of the two or one of the three, so you know immediately which one doesn't work.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to go off on that, but I'll just leave it there because that's just really that's good advice for anybody. I'm not gonna add on to that. Sorry. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for that. That's huge. I wanted to. I'm so fucking lost, dude. I'm so fucking lost. I wanted
Dude,
to.
I think you're doing a good job. You know, I've been interviewed by a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people. There's a couple interviewers that for me, were really surprising in how they handled their questions. But for the most part, it's like I've been in your shoes. I was an interviewer. I interviewed players, right, for like a living, and so I understand that like it's difficult or whatnot, you know, especially because I'm very wordy. When you interview me, you need to bring like one question and like an hour, and I take the whole hour. So
I think my thing is like you're. I don't want to like gas you up too much here, but you have like a lot of knowledge in a lot of different spaces. So there's so much I want to ask you, but it's like the questions that I have are like really, really broad. Like, how do you do well in this? Or like, how do you know what I mean?
I ask away. If you like, some of my advice is like really stupid. Like it's advice I hate giving because it's like when you ask questions, I feel like the only answer is one of those stupid answers where it's like, it's just, it is what it is. Or like doctors hate him. There's no other method. But like you think there's a cheat, but there's nothing, you know? Like how to grow bigger while streaming, be the best at something. Actually, you have a reason for people to care, be the best at something. That's one of the easiest ways. And if you're not one of those two, good fucking luck. Streaming is really hard. Actually, go to TikTok. It's the easiest platform to grow on.
Yo,
unironically. It's so dumb too, but like unironically, TikTok
Frost is gonna pop up in any second now.
I know. This guy's been fucking shilling out TikTok. I know he probably owns half the fucking company, dude. From what I've seen him talk about it, but like it's
yo,
it's like no joke. Like one of the platforms you grow the most on. You know, I also think Twitter is so funny. Twitter is the least monetized platform ever. But it's my favorite platform because all you could do just shit posting and like you can show off creative stuff. And I feel like it's easier to get traction sometimes on Twitter than it is in other places, even though it doesn't directly lead to any kind of financial gain at all.
I think I want to say it's because like community building, like that's where the growth is. There's no like you said, you can't really monetize it, but you're growing the community there because it's fucking Twitter, I guess.
Yeah, and then you see like Instagram have these like really fucking weird things. They shell out like their shop or whatever. They have like built-in ads, and it's like where you like buy stuff. It's like that's cool, and they're like a multi-billion-dollar company and whatever. But like for pure fun, Twitter's the way to go. I know people who have ghostwriters for social media, like people who have paid PAs to like tweet for them.
Like to tweet.
And
yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I would never do that shit, dude. Are you serious? Twitter is way too funny. Like some days I go on Twitter, I'm like, I get this app for fucking free. No way.
Yeah. You always think about it all the time. Yeah, like fucking some people's Twitters are like, yeah, you're tweeting for free right now. This shit's free content. I can't fucking believe it. I need to be paying for this app.
I think Twitter is especially good if you're like an artist, and I don't mean just like. I think there's a level where you hit where it's like I feel like if you're a good artist and you just put yourself out there a lot, you can collect an audience. And I think good is very subjective, right? But I think I can tell this story. Okay. Someone a long time ago, I won't say who, approached me for advice about building a brand. And it was the most random. It was like someone who like I normally never take like calls like these, but it was someone who randomly DM'd me and was a male artist who wanted my advice on how to build an art brand. And I was just like, I am not an artist. Why would you approach me for this garbage? But I was like, you know what? I will give you my best advice. And I thought about it and I'm like, look, I think a lot of things I preach are like, do what you want, but don't be a dumbass about it. So for instance, let's say you're trying to become you want to be better known as an artist. Usually if you're an artist, you're inspired by some kind of fandom or some kind of thing. You just like something. You can't be an artist and not like something. Usually it's like an anime or like maybe it's like Star Wars or some kind of thing.
Sure, yeah.
When something gets announced or some picture gets revealed or some movie gets announced, if you are like a big fan of it and you like to do it, drawing art of that immediately and posting it up quickly as the announcement is getting made will get you more possibilities of getting traction than not. So a lot of times it's about catching lightning in a bottle multiple times,
right,
to get to get an audience. And like that I feel like it's like you're bringing out more bottles, you know. you're being more prepared about it. Sure, it may not work the first couple of times or like any time, to be honest, but at least I feel like that's a smart way of doing it. And you're not being fake to yourself, right? You're not drawing art to like just get followers. It's like, well, you like the fandom, you're a really big MTG guy and the new expansion came out and you love the fucking artwork on the main thing. Well, then you just want to draw it, or you just want to draw something about it. Teen Titans live action comes out, but it's terrible, but you still love Teen Titans and you want to draw the original as an homage. You can do that when the news comes out and still like kind of piggyback on the news to get more traction. I feel like that's playing smart. Like, sure, you still do what you love, but like you at least have some sort of game plan as opposed to just like throwing yourself out there and being like, I don't understand why people don't come to me. You know, yeah. I draw, you know, I'm an artist, but like nothing happens. I'm just like, yeah, you're being a fucking dumbass. That's why nothing happens, you know.
Yo, Chica, thank you. Sorry, Scarra. Chica, thank you so much for the raid. The fat raid of like what, almost 500? Jesus. Thank you so much, Chica, and welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I'm with Scarra tonight.
Yeah. We're trying to explain like just about being somewhat intelligent. Like I'm not even a smart fucking guy.
Yeah, like, I'm definitely not one. So
sometimes like I could tell when like you have a plan and you don't. And I think that like that's like a good example of like a way like a plan can work, you know?
Yeah.
And like I this is all a story about me originally getting approached by an artist to build a brand. And he came back to me, he was like, look, I appreciate that advice, it helped. And then that's like maybe it didn't work out well for him, but I think he liked something in particular. Like I think he really liked the D&D group. And then when they were doing a new season, he like ended up like kind of like maybe being inspired to draw their characters. And that's like what he would do anyways, right? But like if you're smart about it, you do it like as it comes out. So there's a higher chance of attraction. That's why some of the times I feel like artists are fucking geniuses, or like they're really good at being fast. Because it's like if there's a new D&D campaign and Lily's in it, somehow all the characters are drawn in 2 hours, and I'm just like, you guys are freaks.
Yeah.
How the hell do you draw this fast? It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for those who know, like a lot of my growth came from when Hololive English was out, and I was like replying. I followed all 5 immediately, and then I was constantly replying to a lot of their tweets with like some meme shit or like some sort of like video edited content or something. I was like I don't know if any of you guys remember, but it would be like 3 a.m. The minute these guys tweeted, I was already replying with something like snarky or some shit, or like some sort of content. That's where a lot of my growth, I would say like probably a quarter of my growth that I have now came from that like era, that like week or two. But yeah, I think that's really, really great advice. Like take something that's like booming in the current, and I guess like would you say piggyback? I don't know if that's like the right word.
Yeah, I think piggyback is a good example.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I think a lot of people worry about being fake. Like that's like something that people care about a lot, like not being true to themselves. And it's like, no, just find something you're passionate about in. And like, look, there could be a problem. Let's say you're passionate about something no one else is passionate about. First of all, that's not really even possible. You're not a unique snowflake. You never will be. But let's say you are, and you're like really passionate about like something that there's no fan base for whatsoever, and no one will be interested in what you do. I don't have advice for you. I'm just saying that's really unlucky.
Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes it's really just luck.
But
honestly.
for the vast majority of everyone else, like it's like you are gonna have people who are fans of what you like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look,
Honestly.
I'm a fan of Soul Eater. Okay, there's not many of us out there, but some people like Soul Eater. Okay, I get liking like more fringe stuff. Maybe not even friend, but like other things that like aren't that huge.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for the record, I'm a big, not big, but I'm a Soul Eater fan, so I can kind of relate. I don't know about that new like
name the main
season,
characters,
though.
huh?
I said like not a huge fan. Okay, like I've seen the series.
Holy fuck! I've never seen live backpedaling this quick.
Yo, what? Come on! I remember that scene of like the three like of them killing the one dude when they all like on the same wavelength or whatever the fuck that's called. Okay, fuck, whatever, man. You caught me in 4K. What do you want? Like No,
honestly, if you had asked me as well, I would have been able to name them all. I'd be like a Mako, Black Star, fuck, and that would have got out. You know what? It's fine. It's not a big deal. I just thought it was funny.
For the record, I watched it on Netflix or whatever. Or no, not Netflix. I think never mind. I'm not gonna say how I watched it, but I watched it back in like 2013 or some shit. So, yeah, okay. Well, interview's over. Yo, so be it then. But you know what? Actually, usually my runtime is like an hour and a half, and I don't want to keep you for too long because I feel really bad. You said you're gonna stream after this too, so
it's not a big deal. I'm telling you, like I don't have a life. It's okay.
I'm literally into VTubers. Like I don't have one either. It's cool, man. If anything, it's less so to yours.
Dude, I will say though, it is very one of the things I feel like sucks is that if there's something cool that you're working on, you can't talk about it. And there's something that I would like I even shared something that I probably shouldn't have in terms of like what I wanted to do for my stream, and that's gonna happen. But like it's like fuck. I understand now when you go to like big announcements and they show trailers about what's gonna happen. You're like, holy fuck, that's gonna happen. Like I wish I brought like a trailer to show you about what's gonna happen. That would be sick.
I feel that right now, and I've been feeling it this past. Like, there's a lot of big stuff. Like, obviously, this interview right now, and like the Twitch Rivals thing that I did last week. But there's there's so much more stuff that I have within the next like 2 months that I'm biting my tongue like so hard not to like leak the shit, and I'm really bad with it. Like, a lot of my audience knows that I'm just so bad with leaking shit. I'll do it fucking all the time, but there's a lot of shit that I can't.
Yeah, I honestly think it's really funny. Okay, wait, I have a question for you now because we're kind of ending out the interview. Yes.
All
okay.
Right.
If you were to vouch for one VTuber to collab with, one that's not on like an impossible level for me to hit, which is like any of the Hololive girls.
Yeah, you.
Or like, which person would you say would have the most interesting collab?
Yikes! You're really gonna put me on spot? Or does it make me look bad, man? Ah.
Oh, I know you're friends with a lot of these VTubers. I'm sure they won't hate you if you say the wrong person.
Yeah. I don't know about that, man. Yo, I'm gonna wake up on Twitter tomorrow and be like, yo, why didn't you fucking say me, Domo? Oh, yeah, this is not gonna be a good look. Why the fuck did you ask me this? This is so bad. Okay.
Look, you've been asking me some hard fucking questions, okay? Look, I had to like break down like the economical landscape, the political landscape of the platforms I work on. Okay. And I'm just asking you, hey, point out a VTuber you think would be cool to collab with. The best one.
Oh, yo, that's so fun. Look at this guy. Look at what he's doing to me. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. It's tough because sometimes you like watching a VTuber just for themselves, right? Or like if they have a nice environment, like they can carry like a solo stream. But there's some VTubers that I feel like are better in a collaborative dynamic as opposed to just themselves. You know what I mean? So if I recommend them, it's because they have a good collaborative.
How long have you been streaming?
Not long, man. Like less than 6 months.
You're already a professional. I haven't seen that good stalling since I watched Mizkif stream the other day. It's actually just like real S tier stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm a really good bullshitter. Yo, this guy just compared me to Mizkif. Yo, all right, I'm gonna retire tomorrow. Yo, fuck you. Yo, Giga, fuck, not again. Okay. I can't win here. So I think there's this really dope VTuber named Scarra. He just really recently got into VTubing. I think he's got a great personality and he's got a good economic like outlook.
Fucking
he just knows
dog.
like the workaround for like building a community, and just he really knows how to talk it up. So I think he's a great person to go to. So that's my answer, guys. If you want to go, can we get a shout out for Scarra, one of my mods? Just get a quick shout out for Scarra in the chat. That would be my answer.
You're a fucking coward. I can't believe, dude, you had the potential to extend one of your VTuber friends.
No, fuck you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make me look bad. No.
They could have been 50,000 viewers. You know what we did to them?
Don't do that. That's so bad.
You're telling me you got no one.
No. That's so bad. I have too many people to recommend you. If you want to listen, I can recommend you offline, but I'm not going to do the shit on stream because then I'm going to fuck over the rest of... Oh, Domo, when you pick me, yo, this guy's great and this guy's this art. Yo, I'm not down for that, yo.
That's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm not one of those VTubers you just messed over. It's not. I don't care.
Wow, this guy's crazy.
Looks like
I'll,
you know
insane.
what? I'll just find them by myself. It's not a big deal. It's whatever.
Yo, that's wild. This guy really tried to cancel me again, bro. This is on some peek of me shit. I'm done. I'm done streaming, yo. If I'm just gonna be canceled all the time, I'm fucking done, yo. Look. I'm not fucking answering that, Scarra. I know what you want from this. You're not getting it, so I'm not giving you that.
All right.
Scarra, thank you so much for the interview and your time, albeit you're so busy. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Thank you, chat, for staying with us this past almost 2 hours. Sorry, it was a little bit of a long run time, but I appreciate you guys staying. Let me read some of these subs really quickly, and then we can move on to a raid. Is it okay if you hang tight for a couple more minutes, Scarra?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Sweet. Yo, you guys aren't getting it. Fuck you guys. You guys suck. I literally have the worst chat ever. Scarra, actually, that's my last question for you. How do I fix a fucked up chat like this? This chat is so toxic. How do I fix that?
Sometimes the streamer is wrong, and they have to just swallow their pride to realize
what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You know, you have to build from within yourself first.
Yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfect, Scarra. Yo, it's my chat. Look at these guys.
You say the chat is a reflection of the streamer.
No, don't say that. That's so bullshit. I've heard that like 20 times this past month.
Yeah, in my
way.
chat, when I say the sky is green, they say what color, you know? And when the one person who says it's blue, he's dead. He's banned instantly.
You know what? I actually really like that mentality. So, all right, fair enough. Fuck you, chat, whatever. Kuro, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Doxmo, thank you. Giga, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Kane. Fuck you. You did it again. Captain Krabs, thank you so much for the raid of 14. I just missed that. Ken with 100 bits. Coward, arigat, thanks. I should ban all of you guys right now. You guys actually suck. What the fuck is this? Anonymous gifted a sub to pornography. Ken with a gifted sub to blue balls. Comfy Reina with the 3 months. Yo, Reina, thank you so much. Cheekin with the gifted sub to Cop Out. Pace with the gifted sub to Gift Sub. Aloha Scum, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Man, you guys suck, dude. Yo, OMG Hacker. Yo, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the 5 bomb again. Thank you. Crew with 100 bits. This man just really tells how it is. Yeah, Scarra is very transparent. I really appreciate that. Mio, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Oh god. Shiharu, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Ken with a gifted sub. I'm not reading all these out anymore. Fuck you guys. Ken with a gifted sub. Swimming with a gifted sub to fucking Caillou. Ken with a gifted sub to PBS Kids. Swimming with a gifted sub to Dragon Tales. Oh, here's a real one. Giga gifted a sub to Nova. Thank you so much. Nova, enjoy the sub. And to Say as well. Thank you. Yo, and 10 with a 5 bomb as well. Thank you for the subs. For the 5 subs. Okay. I'm caught up, I believe. If I missed anything, blame it on OBS. It's not my fault, I swear to God. Chat, thank you so much for... Oh, what the hell? Yo, who's this? Do you know this guy? His name is...
Say my name. Say it.
You're assertive today. It's kind of...
Say
it. Scarra, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Look at this guy. Yo, this guy's so manipulative. This guy... I'm just kidding, yo. Yo, Scar, thank you so much for the gifted sub, as well as Hydrano Mala to Cozy, and Crow with the gifted sub as well to You're a Coward. Yeah, I am. What the fuck you gonna do about it? You gonna suck my left nut. And Glacial Frost with a gifted sub to Ludwig, you fanboy. We get it, bro. Alright, Mr. TikTok, we get it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again and for the support today. Thank you so much, of course, to Scarra for joining us this evening. I appreciate your company and your insight. And yeah, so I guess we're going to initiate a raid now. We are going to raid. Ooh, looks like Arya is streaming. Risha Arya. So I guess we will raid her. Thank you guys again for joining us. Aw, shit. T-Pain, man. You guys really want me to raid T-Pain? I feel like T-Pain is doing just fine. So, we're gonna raid Arya. Thanks again, guys, for joining. I don't really have any fucking other announcements. Oh, yeah. I might do a Domodachi stream, guys, towards the middle of the week. If my other interview doesn't pan out. So we'll see if that pans out okay. But yeah. Okay, no balls, Domo. Fine, fuck it, whatever. You guys win. That's the raid message, alright? I'll see you guys when I see you guys, and yeah. Later!
Goodbye.